Tell me you're everything, girl. I need something different. I'm a man on a mission. Yeah, we can take off slow. I just wanna taste the sun, girl. I need something different. Is there anybody listening? Yeah, you say it's hard, but I keep wondering if you know, do you love? In the dead of the night, I get a feeling inside, screaming, you're the one, you're the one, you're the one that I need to hold. The city's burning out time, and I can't let you slip by. Always on the run, you're the one, you're the one, and I won't let go, the city's burning out time, and I can't let you slip by. Always on the run, you're the one, you're the one, and I won't let go, Bringing our hearts up, never run free, can't let go. I need a collision, I'm spinning out in the distance. You carry on through, driving with the top down real slow. I need your attention, don't know how to make you listen. You say it's hard, but I keep wondering if you know, do you love? In the dead of the night, I get a feeling inside, screaming, you're the one, you're the one, you're the one that I need to hold. The city's burning my time, and I can't let you slip by. Always on the run, you're the one, you're the one that I won't let go, The city's burning my time, and I can't let you slip by. Always on the run, you're the one, you're the one that I won't let oh my God, don't know what hit me so hard, lost my breath. Through my veins, I'm falling hard for you on the edge. I kinda like the way it feels when you give me that fix. Just one more hit, please. So tell me, baby, if it's real. Can't tell if I'm addicted or if I really am. One touch, losing my senses until I'm senseless. How much can you give me? Cause I'm empty in
Hi,
love.
teacher.
Hey Denise, how are you?
Need some.
Fine.
Very good. You're the
Where is
first
the
one to
other
let me know.
guy?
Well, apparently it's only you and me today. Seems like everybody is
Okay.
having problems.
Okay.
which is not a problem. We're still gonna be learning something new today. We have a few things to cover, and tell me, Dennis, since yesterday it was very busy for you guys, tell me something that you learned today or something that got your attention.
Mm, can you repeat, please, the question?
Yes, tell me something that you learned from yesterday.
About learn. Well, we practice about the how to use uh, the items to retailer to how make strategy marketing for our company.
Yes.
We design a company and we select different product to offer to the customers and decide what place we select we will select um, for selling our products.
That's awesome. And thank you very much. Good explanation. Dennis, if you don't mind me to tell you, you have been improving your pronunciation a little bit more, which I'm very happy to hear. So keep going with that. All right.
Okay.
Keep going with that. All right. So because of the time, we will have to start right now in order for the time to count for you. If everybody's coming later on, we're going to be involving them in the class. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. So where are we going to start? I don't know if you are able to see the screen over here.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So in this screen, we have a very short conversation that takes place with a specific information that we're going to learn throughout this class. This class, we're going to learn about the comparison. We're going to try to make comparison using adjectives and adverbs. This is today's class. So what we're going to learn is to obviously make sure that we practice this conversation. And we're going to start by checking the pronunciation for these words. All right, Denise?
Right.
Perfect. So this time around, I am going to be Juan and you are going to be Saul. Is that all right?
Okay.
Perfect. So I'm going to start. We have to reevaluate our distribution options. Consumers are not interested in purchasing our products from retail stores as before.
The online store is becoming very popular. Probably we need to switch to wholesalers who can provide us with extra storage capacities.
Capacities, right? Wholesalers.
Okay.
Wholesalers. Perfect. I agree. Let's look for the distribution options that allows us to get our products in strategic places on time. The current retail store is not as strategic as I thought it would be.
I will call a consult to ask about some possible wholesalers.
Wholesalers. Okay, perfect. So do you mind if I ask Denise, what is he talking about this dialogue?
This dialogue is about two people need to evaluate the distribution or the company, and because the customer don't they don't interested
Interested.
interested in their product
All right.
for retail store.
I agree with you. So this conversation, it's about comparisons between what people is interested and what's people not interested, right? So what's working for the company and what's not. So well done, Dennis. Welcome Juan Pablo to the class and welcome Gabby to the class. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to be practicing this conversation because today's topic, it's about comparison between adjectives and adverbs. All right. So we're going to be using this particularly in order for us to work on the account, right? And to work particularly with today's class. So what we're going to do is we are going to have a little bit of minutes in order for you to read, and then we're going to practice all four of us. All right. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes in order for you to read the dialogue. And if you have any questions on pronunciation, please let me know. So 3 minutes starts now. All right, perfect. So let's practice all together. So first, I am going to be Saul, and Juan Pablo, you are going to be Juan. All right. So let's practice the pronunciation today.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
We have to reevaluate our distribution options. Consumers are not as interested in purchasing our products from retail stores as before.
The online store is becoming very popular. Probably we need to switch our wholesaler who can provide us with extra storage capacities.
I agree. Let's look for a distribution option that allow us to get our products in strategic places on time. The current retail store is not as strategic as I thought it would be.
The pronunciation for that is better this time for you, Juan Pablo. Congratulations. I like that. I will call a consultant to ask about some possible wholesalers. So good. Well done. Thank you so much, Juan Pablo. So Gabby, you are going to be Juan.
Okay.
And Dennis, you're going to be Saul. All right. So let's practice pronunciation.
Okay. We can have to we have to reevaluate our distribution option. Customers are not as interested in purchase. Eso no lo puedo decir. Purchasing. I don't know if it's purchasing or products from retail store as before.
The online store is becoming very popular. Probably we need to switch to our wholesalers who can provide us with extra storage capacity.
I agree. Let's look for a distribution options that allow us to get our products in strategic places on time. The current retail store is not as strategic as I thought it would be.
Thank you
I
very
will
much.
call a consult to ask about some possible wholesalers.
Perfect. So we have a few words that we need to practice. So the first word is a wholesaler, right? It's a wholesaler. All right. So
Wholesaler.
that's the first word. Second word that we need to work on and practice is purchasing.
Purchasing.
Purchasing. All right. Purchasing. And the next word that we need to work on is strategic.
Strategic.
All right, and strategic. Perfect. All right, great. So here I want you to take a close look to this particular option right here. Not as interested as before. Beautiful baby, Juan Pablo. Yes.
Thank you.
Have the baby to join the class. All right, great. So as you can see, we are comparing one thing with another one using time here, right? So we are comparing using time. And we're also comparing right here with something else. So here, what we need to take in consideration is to understand that when we are comparing, we are using either an adjective or a adverb. Which is the adjective here? Interested. This is the adjective. And here the adjective is strategic. All right. So we have two adjectives to compare with something else. So this is the main structure that we're going to be using in order for us to take a look into this or today's class. All right. So let's take a look into the next slide. And we're going to work in a little bit of vocabulary. So I want for you to please work individually. And what we're going to do is that we are going to identify each of these words. So we're going to match the concept with the definition. All right. So we're going to match the concept and the definition. I'm going to give you 5 minutes in order for you to do that. You are going to do this individually. So you have 5 minutes in order for you to identify each of them. All right. So the time starts now.
Okay.
You may feel like someone new. Climbing up the seas of you. I can't find another you. You read my mind before I knew. I was in for something new. I can't find another you. I'll let you change my mind.
3 more minutes, guys.
In time, I'll let you change my mind. Go back in time. Go back in time.
2 more minutes.
Go back in time.
1 more minute. Perfect. All right. So tell me, where can we identify the first one right here that says, while most pay a wholesaler and a retailer for commissions, right? This option should be available so you can get a lower rate with retailers. What do you think it would be the option here?
Wholesalers.
Maybe a wholesaler? Let's take a look into it. Does someone agree with this, guys? And Juan Pablo, I agree with you. This is the wholesalers, right? So the wholesalers help you to keep the prices lowered by reaching not only the consumers, but also other businesses, right? For example, PriceSmart. PriceSmart, it's for final consumers or clients, customers, but also for other businesses. All right, perfect, great work, great job. What's the next one right here? You can stock inventory and fulfill orders yourself and use fulfillment service to handle your orders. What would be the best concept here?
Follows and directly mail.
So just be clear with everything, right? So when we stock in the inventory, we save product, we keep product, a lot of products in order for you to fulfill the amount of orders that are coming. So what would be the best concept here?
Retailer outlet.
Probably retailer outlets. Retail outlets. And the answer is maybe we have to think twice. 1 more minute, just reconsider your answer. 1 more minute for you to think about it. Now think about this. Okay, what will be the answer here?
Catalogs and direct mail.
Catalogs and direct mail.
Catalogs, right? Catalogs. And the answer is right here. This one is online sales. So remember that when you do online sales, you guys are in charge of the stock, right? You have to make sure that when people make the order, you have everything covered on stock. What is the stock? How can you define stock? Guys, stock is inventory, right? Stock is inventory. Perfect. So here is online sales. All right, perfect. And then finally, we also have catalogs. Can you repeat after me, catalogs?
Catalogs.
No.
Catalogs. So catalogs and direct mail are pretty much the ones that can take orders over a toll-free number, right? Or a website URL to provide services or to sell the product via mail piece or to have the customers mail orders requests to you. So these are catalogs. Do you, can you tell me some examples of catalogs?
Avon,
Avon, yes, that's a very good, a very good option and a very good example. What other catalogs do we have? What other magazines can we purchase something?
Always,
That could be, yes. And the good thing about it is that the next activity that we're gonna do, in the next activity, we are going to be creating and investigating, right? So what we're gonna do is that based on these 4 new words that we're learning, wholesalers, online sales, retail outlets, and catalogs, we are going to be identifying, investigating, and you are going to make a short presentation presenting to me some examples for this particular vocabulary. So you can tell and you can mention Avon, you can mention PriceSmart, and tell me what they do. All right? Tell me what they sell. Is that all right for everybody?
Yes.
Good. So we're going to work in pairs, right? We're going to work in pairs. And you have to make a presentation presenting brands, presenting products that represent this vocabulary. All right? Perfect. So we're going to work in pairs. Any questions so far, guys? No questions?
Only one topic per pairs.
You have to present as many as you can, right? As many as you can, and you have to do all of them. So 4 of them, all right? Wholesalers, online sales, retail outlets, catalogs. And you have to present examples, all right? Perfect. So we're gonna go and work in teams and you can prepare the presentation. We will have 15 minutes to finish, all right? And investigate. Thank you, guys. We have 15 minutes to present and we have 15 minutes to get everything ready. And welcome to the ones that are joining back. Thank you, guys. Hello, Luis. Thank you for coming to the class. I know that you're a little late, so I'm hoping that Dennis helped you a little bit to catch up with the class. But I don't know if so far you guys have any question.
Actually, I'm trying to share my screen, but I can't. The program is not working.
Maybe you can share the document, right? If you're working on the document, you can share it with Dennis via email and you guys can work together over there. Otherwise, when you go to the option for more, you're going to be able to share your screen. If you see the mute button and then start video and then share screen or more. And tell me if you're able to find that option.
Well, actually, I'm trying to share with the option of share, but it doesn't recognize PowerPoint.
Oh, on your phone. Are you connected through your phone?
No, it's in my computer.
It's in a computer. All right, that's weird. I honestly don't know why it wouldn't let you.
I can share the full screen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can though. I'm not able to see the full screen right now though.
Okay, let me try to start the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Now I'm able to see it.
Okay.
Remember to include some examples, all right?
Examples.
Yes.
So we are going to make the same exercise that we do in the past, like looking for picture.
Yep, looking for a picture and you guys are presenting. So you guys are gonna be the teachers.
We need to put some examples, like the stories that yesterday we do.
Not as yesterday, but maybe we can work with some examples with some brands that could fit with this category, right?
Okay.
There you go.
Can you help me with the meaning of wholesalers? That is not too clear for me.
Yep, wholesalers are the one that sells not only to consumers, but also other businesses. A good example for it, I would say, have you been in PriceSmart before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so PriceSmart is a wholesaler. As you can see in PriceSmart, there's a lot of products there that you can buy in big sizes, big amounts. So that's pretty much what a wholesaler does. Wholesaler is not only selling individual products or individual amenities, but also in a big sizes and big amounts.
I understand. It's all about the.
In Spanish, we call them al detalle o mayoreo, right?
Okay, yeah.
So that's how we call them. So I want you to think about another examples besides PriceSmart, right?
Okay.
Perfect. So remember that it's not only one of them. I'm gonna ask you to do all of them. So all four of them.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any.
Hey, Gabby.
Hi, coach. I'm sorry. I got with no signal in my phone. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Do you mind if I ask you in which who you were working with?
And I didn't enter with in the rooms.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna assign you to one of the people in the room.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can
Thank you.
work with them, all right? So I'm gonna assign you to Carlos Montalvo and Juan Pablo, all right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
And there you go.
To travel with a product for my face, and she could fix my travel by mail, and I think is functional for this example.
Yes, because it's
Catalogs and direct mail.
and you can look the diversity of products they offer.
Yes. Okay. Online sales. You told me.
Yeah. Text, space, shop, SB.
This one?
Yes, exactly. No,
The first one, or no?
It's like
El Salvador, right?
yes, SB.
Okay. Tech store.
Yes, the one that says tech shops. The Yeah,
This one?
yes, that's
Okay.
because it's full online. It doesn't have a place where you can shop just by social media.
Okay, you are going to explain because I don't know about them.
Okay, right.
All right. Okay, and the last one, wholesales.
I don't know if you have a computer in order to
No,
share
right
your
now,
screen and maybe do.
but right now I am not I don't have a computer here. So I thought that we have to do like a presentation about a product. I don't know.
Teacher, any of us has a computer.
All right, no problem. So you have to improvise. Since
Okay.
you do not have any computer and we have to improvise. What I can ask you is to bring examples to the table so you can do a brainstorming of ideas and have a lot of examples. And you can investigate on your own to have a clear idea of what it is, all right?
Okay.
You can investigate, and because remember that you guys are going to be explaining all of it to me.
Okay, but that the put like catalogs and direct mail, retail outlets, wholesalers. That's we have to give like examples of that.
Yes, you have to tell me what it is, all right? So you have to explain all those terms in your own words.
Okay,
and
okay,
find some examples.
okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
No worries.
Mhm.
Okay.
David,
Yes.
if you want, we can take retail outlet.
Okay.
That's
Retail.
great for you.
Oh, yes, I will search that word. Retail.
Juan, what are my topics? Wholesalers.
Okay.
Wholesalers.
Okay.
So we miss one like because we are three. I don't know what are you talking about? Which word you will say, Juan Pablo?
Retail outlet.
You're going to say retail outlet. Okay. You Carlos are going to say la wholesalers, right?
Yes, I'm going to talk about wholesale.
Okay, I will search. I don't know if one of you want to do other or I do it. I don't know. Online
Me, I'm
sales.
gonna take online sales and that's it.
Okay. Catalog and direct mail.
For example, retailer is like super selector, right?
Yeah.
Despensa de Don Juan. I believe that everybody is going to put super selectables.
This is another concept about the retailers.
Yeah.
That the business premise of facilities for selling product to customers. This is another concept. It's good this for the retail outlet this meaning, or would you like it changed? I changed. So this solution. You can hear me. Okay, Luis.
That sounds great for me.
Okay. What is the next? It's catalogs and directly mail.
And recently, the banks are using that thing. They send everybody mails offering the service.
For this case, an example is what's the name of this? Let me see. Aeropost is an example for this type. Teacher.
Yes, I'm here.
For this type of catalog of direct mail, we can use Aeropost.
Oh yeah, you can use any product that you can find on a catalog or that can be buy through a catalog.
Okay.
All right. Or any other brand that sells direct to consumers or direct to mail. So basically the company sells something and it gets delivered to the customers via mail on their mailing address.
Just like that?
Like for example, that one, correct. Essica and Avon. So these are kind of like examples of these kind of companies that sells through catalogs.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
you got examples. There you go. There you go.
I'm not sure, but
Yes, they are intending to sell ores not by the aircraft, just by the components.
I think in that process he is with my partner.
Okay, that's the reason why he is not in Herman.
At least this week, right?
Yeah, I imagine that something like that, because somehow in days before, Made was on a trip to the US. So I guess Leandro was in charge.
Ah, okay. Mother was in a working trip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I guess when he's
All right, so we have some people that are joining. We also have some people that are going to be here with us for the entire class, so which is good. And I'm hoping that you guys are ready to present, because this is the time in which you are going to explain me a little bit more about this vocabulary. All right. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna start with Dennis and Luis. So the presentation is all yours, guys. Thank you. There you go. And you can start explaining to me these particular words of vocabulary.
I believe that I can start.
Go for it.
The first concept that we are going to speak is about online sales. This is something very common or useful in this time. Maybe 10 years ago, that was something that we are not going to use. We're not going to share our information in internet to buy something. But now we can buy everything with our cell phone. Some examples of company that make that, it's, well, actually every company since 2020. Siemens is an example in El Salvador. They have sales online. eBay is the more biggest and international example for that kind of sales. I believe that that is too much. And the next concept, it's wholesalers. That's a concept that I have to practice in this topic because I can put the difference between wholesalers and retailers. But the main difference is that they send, they sell big quantity of product. You have to spend a lot of money to go to that store and get the product. It's very useful if you are a retailer, that you have a little store and you want to sell little products to final consumers. And sample for wholesalers are Commercial. I believe that it is working still. I know about Commercial maybe 15 years ago. Pricement, I know that it's working because I have that card and I don't go to that place. I don't have much money. And Dennis is going
Me
to
neither.
Dennis is going to continue with the presentation.
Okay. The next example is about the retailer outlet. In this case, all this for this topic, an example are Super Selectos and Walmart, because their company buys a different products and different company they product, and retailer the customer in little quantities. And we can find these companies in different places in our country. I we have another companies just like that in the country. And for the second is catalogs and direct email. It's about the company we offer different products in use a magazine. We can use we can buy this product with another retailer people, and we can buy directly in the company. We select the product, and they sending the time after, or how do you say, the next time, or time después, tiempo después.
Later on. So
Okay.
later.
You can choose what product to buy and how many products buy with this type of companies.
Very good. Thank you so much, Dennis. I would like to help you with the word catalog.
Catalog.
Catalog. Catalog.
Catalog.
There you go. You can say catalog, but that's too Latino.
Okay.
Right? So
Okay,
the more American way to say it is catalog.
Catalog.
There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Well done, guys. So let's go with Montalvo. Team Montalvo, we have Juan Pablo and Gabby. You guys did not present any, you guys don't have any presentation, but I'm hoping that you can tell me a little bit more about what you investigated, all right? Time is yours.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with online sales. This is I think the newest way to sell because with the internet, the internet give a new option to the sellers to offer of our products to the consumers. So basically, the online sales use the internet and social media. Also can use Google advertising. Advertising, YouTube advertising also. And I think with the COVID, with this pandemic, who doesn't not use this way to selling lost a lot of money, because right now almost sellers use the online sales super selected. Even the little retail, no, the little seller use the internet in order to offer their product.
I agree with you. Yes, you are correct. Even the little retailers, even retailers like Selectos or like Despensa de Don Juan or even Siman, that is also a retailer, they are also making sales online. So that's good. I agree with you. Awesome. Thank you so much, Juan Pablo. Who's next?
Okay, then I'm gonna explain catalogs and direct mail. I didn't catalogs. Catalogs. Okay. I didn't know that word, so
Yeah,
yes, to be honest.
you came late though.
Yes. And so I searched for the meaning, and what I understand, and it's it's like an strategy of marketing when the business send you through the mail brochures or like promotion material for the mail, and you see they have I don't know offer sorry sales. And for example, the example that I can think, it's La Pizza Hut. They send you like the sales of pizza, and you can buy it. And I think it's a really good way to promotion your business, but in some, I think that in some point that will be disappeared because the people don't read the mail like every day now. They prefer like their Gmail or other things. But they also for example, in my case, when I go to see my my mail, I have like a lot of um offered of the different stores or Uber, and they I think that that's some other way to make direct mail and to promote catálogos. I know I don't remember how
Catalogs.
catalogs.
Yeah, there you go. Don't say catálogos. That's Spanish. That's Spanish. I will not take that. All right. Can you say it
Okay,
with me all together? Catalogs.
catalogs.
Catalogs. Perfect. Awesome. There you go. Thank you, Gabby.
Okay.
Who's next?
So I'm going to be the follow.
The next one.
Just
Okay.
the next one, yes. Just let me share a picture.
There you go.
I'm going to talk about wholesalers. I read about wholesalers here in this country, and wholesalers is a big company most of the time that includes salesman, saleswoman, administrative person, and another departments. And the wholesaler is someone or some company who buys and sells goods in a large amount to shops.
Amount?
And some companies amounts to shops. The wholesale company in El Salvador, including financial statements. And for this kind of companies, it's necessary to do a marketing and a lot of contacts. And some examples for wholesalers in El Salvador is like Adobe. I don't know how to say ferreterias.
Convenience stores.
Convenience stores like Freun and Lemus Inversion. That is that I can find about wholesalers.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. Someone else is going to add a little more. We're all good. All right, so we continue with Melvin and Janet. Good job, team. Good job. Thank you so much for the review.
Okay. I can't share.
All right. I'm gonna take it. All right, and now I'm gonna stop sharing and you can start sharing now. There you go.
Okay. Melvin.
Okay, the first one we talk about is online sales. For example, this is a shop from social media that I found. I got it showed on my Instagram profile. When you are on social media, you sometimes get some, I don't know how you say, anuncios, publicity.
Advertisements.
Some advertisement about like this shops that you don't know about, but maybe you like something about computers and Instagram starts showing you
Or
advertise.
Instagram listen to your conversations. Have you noticed about that?
Exactly, they know what you like and you don't like, and they start showing you advertisement. And this shop is here in El Salvador. Is just online. They don't have a place or some local where to sell this. They only are showing their products by social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can order some products and you don't have to meet with some dealer. They, how do you say, they bring it to you to your house. In El Salvador, it's a little bit tricky because in some places, like dangerous places, they cannot deliver it to your house.
Yes.
You need to make an appointment to some place more safer. But safer. But the thing is that you can select from a diversity of products, and you can spend your time looking from their photos. You can ask them by DM. So the good thing is from online sales that you don't have to go out of your house, or you don't have to be like in Simán when you are looking for clothes, that you have the seller next to you asking you what do you want and something like that. You can feel comfortable looking at what you want.
Yes, I agree with you. You are on mute.
Again, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. All right, tell me.
Okay, for this channel, the distribution channel for catalogs and direct mail, we choose Belcorp as a company with different catalogs. They
What's
have the
Belcorp? I've never heard about that.
Oh, Belcorp is like a holding of Lebel, Essica, Sison.
Oh, really?
It's the main company.
It's the main owner.
Yes, that's it, the main owner. Well, Lebel, Essica, and Sison are from the brands from Belcorp, or commercial brands. Well, which is this example because they have the direct mail or like a form of marketing. They send their purchase orders by mail. Usually if the client have some complaints, they can solve by mails too. They send some packages by mail, only with the communication by mail, the catalogs, the brochures, postcards, advertisement, all it is specifically for catalogs and direct mail. They have this way to sell. Okay, this is for catalogs and direct mail. And the next one, retail outlets. I was thinking the retail outlets, the first place that I thought it was Variedades Genesis, because they are a thrift store.
Thrift store. Yes.
Thrift store secondhand things, stuff with the secondhand to sell at the retail. They sell everything from the small thing to a big thing that we can imagine. But they have this channel because they sell to the individual customers. For this example. And the last one is for Melvin.
And wholesale is like my partner said before in the previous presentation, like PriceSmart. In this case, PriceSmart is a big, or you can say the largest operator of membership clubs here in Central America. The thing is that PriceSmart is a wholesale, but only by membership. You need to have a membership renew year by year, and you can buy huge amount of products. For example, if you have a little store in your neighborhood, you can go to PriceSmart and buy like 100 Coca-Colas, and you can have it in the store in your little store. It depends on how much movement do you have.
Yes.
And they also sell like no small package, but more the detail. For example, if you look for like how do you say detergente?
That's cleaning.
Cleaning. If you look for that in the stores, they sell you a small bag. In PriceSmart, they sell you
A big bag.
With a lot of small bags for you to resell it. So the benefit of PriceSmart is that you can get the products cheaper if you buy a big amount.
A big amount, big quantities. All right, I agree with that. So yeah, you get the idea. That's a wholesaler. So you get the wholesaler that not only sells for individuals, but also sells big amounts, big quantities. All right, perfect. So now we are just claps for everybody, right? That's good. Awesome. Thank you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, by the way, I'm noticing that your pronunciation, guys, are getting better and better, all right, which is good. I am going to help you with some words. And this one, I'm going to help you to sound a little bit more American and less Latino, all right? All right, perfect. So, and I'm noticing this a lot, so I will help you a little bit more. And this is coming with a habit. All right, so the more you practice, the more natural it's going to be on you. All right. And I remember when I was learning English, I listen to myself and I record myself all the time to see and listen if I was practicing well. So I will give you that little tip over there. Record yourself if you are not sure how you sound. All right. So this one is with the sound of the letter Y. So with the letter Y. With the letter Y, we have a U sound. And sometimes I'm listening some of you saying Ju. Have you listened to yourself? Some of you say Ju. And the best way to say it, the sound J no existe in English. That sound doesn't exist. All right. So what's the best way to say it? And we're going to practice this one. How do you say this one right here? All right. I will just better show it on the screen. Just give me one more. I will better show it on the screen. How do you say this word?
You.
Perfect. how do you say this word?
Year.
Here.
Year.
How do you say this word?
Young.
And how do you say this one?
Yet.
Yacht. Yacht.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
So we have the sound here. So the beginning of the sound is not a j tone, okay? So you don't sound like that, especially if you want to be more fluent. I don't suggest that. So what's my best take on it? Instead of saying you, you just say you. All right? You. Year. Yawn.
Young.
Yacht.
Young.
Yacht.
Okay? So we're gonna say one more time. You,
You.
year,
Year.
young,
Young.
Young.
yacht.
Yeah.
Yacht.
Perfect. So a yacht is a yacht, right? Is a yacht. Es un barco, right? Is a big boat, luxury boat, however you want to call it, right? So the sound is, instead of you calling the sound as J, right? A J sound, you call it as a vowel sound, EU, all right? And that's gonna be more natural. So you see the difference when I say you and when I say you. You see the difference,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Do you see the difference when I say year and when I say year? Do you see the difference?
Yes.
Right, perfect. So we're gonna start practicing on that. All right, perfect. All right, so now we're gonna learn something very, very good about this, right? And which is the comparatives. So remember that we talked earlier about the use of expressions. Well, this is very important, especially when we are comparing or making a comparison between one or another item. And I would like to ask your help. Melvin, can you help me out reading this image right here? It says when we compare people.
When we compare people, objects, or ideas, and we want to show that they are the same or do something in the same way, we use the form as plus adjective and adverb plus as.
Perfect. So we usually do this as a point of reference, and then we use an adjective or an adverb, and then we come back with the same comparison and we compare with something else. All right. When is this useful? When you are trying to clear a point, when you are trying to make something specific, when you are using an analogy. So then you are going to be using these expressions. All right. So some examples can be positive and some other examples can be negative. All right. So we're going to take a look on some other examples. What is the structure here? The structure is the following. So take a very close look at this. So we usually start with the first item, right? So this can be an object, an animal, a person, something else, right? We go with the verb. So we have a subject, the verb. We have as the comparison. We have the adjective. We have as the comparison and the second object. So we have one object comparing with a second object. All right. So let's take a look at an example here. It's good as you get the price. Is as good as you get for the price. As you can see, we have the first item, the verb, which is the verb be is, right? As good, which is the comparison. Good is the adjective. As comparison. And then the second item. All right. Another example. Janet is as beautiful as her mom. I'm comparing Janet with the mom. Does that make sense? Another example. Teacher Douglas is as smart as Dennis Morataya. So I'm comparing one and another. So this is between people. So let's talk about objects. All right, let's talk about objects. Toyota, the cars, Toyota cars are faster than Kia cars. I'm comparing two objects. All right. All right. Another object is an iPhone. So an iPhone is as useful as an Android. I'm comparing two objects. All right. Does that make sense, guys, for you? Would you like to practice just a little bit, just to clarify your ideas? All right. Would you like to practice a little bit?
Yes.
Before we practice, there's also
Yes.
something negative, right? Before we practice, there's also something negative. For example, I can say, I am not as big as my twin sister. Do you guys know that I'm a twin? I'm a twin. I have a twin sister, actually. So I am not as tall as my twin sister. So it could be positive or it could be negative. All right. So let's practice a little bit and then we can clarify all the doubts. And we're going to practice all together. So we're going to do this first practice and I'm going to send you the link so everybody can do it. I'm going to send you the link here on the chat. Just give me one moment. And I'm posting the link here on the chat. So you can go on the chat and practice all together. You will have 10 minutes. And if you have any questions, please let me know. 10 minutes and you can work together. All right. So let's take a look and practice all together. So there's an option over there that is going to ask you to show the answers. Before you check the answers, answer on your own. All right? Don't cheat on me because I'm watching you. If you have any questions, please let me know. So let's practice all together. So there's only 10 sentences. And if you struggle a little bit with something, please let me know. Please confirm once you're done.
I finished it.
Thank you so much, Melvin. So I'm just hoping that everybody finished. All right. Please confirm once you're done. Take your time.
Finished.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dennis. A later advertisement. You have until Monday to finish the homework. Okay,
Monday.
Monday. Yes.
Monday.
You have until Monday to finish the homework.
Okay.
Welcome, Annabelle, to the class. So we only have Milton and Dennis that finished. I'm expecting everybody else to tell me if you guys are done.
I finished.
Thank you so
Me
much,
too, sir.
Montalvo. Thank you so much, Janet. So let's review it all together, all right? But I'm gonna wait one more minute. If someone has not finished, we're gonna wait one more minute for you.
I already completed.
Thank you so much, Juan Pablo. Sometimes these kind of exercises, I've learned with my experience that the more you practice, the easier it's gonna be for you, right? And the more we practice with some exercises, the more sometimes we'll understand it better. This is along with my experience, I would say, it's good to practice. All right, so let's start with number one. So how was your answer in number one? What was your answer in number one? The blue car is?
As
fast as the red car.
Perfect. So you are comparing two cars, two objects, right? Perfect. As fast as the red car. Perfect. So this is going to be negative. So what's the second one?
It's not as tall as Fred.
Not as tall as. Perfect. So how about the number three?
The
It's
bike
not.
is not as slow as the cell.
It's not as low as the cell.
Perfect. At the cello. Actually,
Cello.
you say a cello. Do you know what the cello is? It's the big guy that you just kind of like play with it. All right, perfect. That's a big guy, the cello. All right. So how about the number 4?
This copy is as bad as the other one.
As bad as the other one. Perfect. Number 5.
Oliver is as optimistic as Peter.
Optimistic as Peter. Number 6.
Today isn't
Not okay.
as windy as yesterday.
What is windy?
When the wind flows, well, like in October in our country.
Yes. So it's a climate, right? It's something on the climate. Perfect. So how about the 7?
The tomato soup was as delicious as the mushrooms soup.
That's a good word. So we have 2 words to practice. Tomato soup. Soup. And mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
There you go. I have a question for you guys. Would you like to review diseases in English with me? And would you like to check with me vocabulary for food?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you like to review that with me?
The first one you
Yes.
told us was diseases.
Yes, illness, sickness. Would you like to review that with me?
Yes.
Yes, this is very, very common. In any common scenario, we will need to talk about food and we will need to talk about diseases, right? I have a back pain. I have a toothache. I have a stomachache, right? Oh, we have cancer. We have diabetes. I would like to know if you would like to review this knowledge with me.
Teacher, how do you
Yes.
say
Yes.
calambres?
Calambres, there you go. So all those words that we need to understand and we need to know what it is, right? There are sometimes donde decimos y nos inventamos las palabras, and I don't want you to invent the words. All right? I don't want you to invent the words. You're not going to say calambres because that is not a word. All right? All right. So next class, probably next week, we're going to have a little bit of time in order for us to review vocabulary for food, all right? And vocabulary for diseases. Is that all right for everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, great. Number 8 for everybody.
Grapefruit juice is not as sweet as lemonade.
Perfect. Number 9 is
Nick is as brave as Kevin.
perfect. And the last one. Silver is
not as heavy as gold.
heavy as gold. Perfect. All right. Have you checked your answers to see if everything is all right?
Yes.
And I was only missing one because I missed one of the letters. All right, perfect. So I have a second practice for you, and this is a challenge. You guys are gonna have to do it in 3 minutes, all right? I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. So I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link, and we are going to do it when I say start, okay? So this is the second link so we can practice. Second link, and you have 3 minutes, starts now. 3 minutes, starts now.
Okay.
Two minutes. One minute. And bachillerato stop. All right, perfect. So tell me, Annabelle, what's the first one?
The white car is as fast as the green car.
Perfect. Second, it's for Juan Pablo.
Sean is not as tall as Jake.
Perfect. Number 3, Dennis.
The piano is not as the flute.
Flout.
No, is not as the flute. No, sorry. The piano is not as easy as the flute.
Flout. There you go.
Flout.
There you go.
Flout.
There you go. Perfect. All right, we go with Janet.
Okay.
Number 4.
Number, let me, okay. This copy is as bad as the other one.
Perfect. So number 5. It goes to Melvin.
Claire is as happy as Peter.
Perfect. Then Luis.
Today it's not as sunny as yesterday.
Perfect. Next one is Montalvo. Montalvo. You are on mute. If not, we go with Gabby. Gabby?
In the chicken.
Yes, 7.
Okay. The chicken soup was as delicious as the vegetable soup.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
There you go. Perfect.
Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm helping you out. All right. And Annabelle, number 9.
Lemons are not as sweet as orange.
Oranges. All right.
Oranges.
Thank you. Luis, number 9.
Andrew is as strong as Mick.
Perfect. And finally, Dennis, number 10.
Silver is not as valuable
Valuable.
as gold.
There you go. Valuable. Perfect.
Valuable.
Perfect. So all of these are either adjectives or either adverbs that will help me to compare two different things, two different objects, two different persons. All right. So an adjective, remember that an adjective is a word that helps me describe something. All right. So that's an adjective. Anything that helps me describe something is an adjective. Anything that helps me to modify the verb is an adverb. Okay? Anything that helps me to modify the verb. Fast, right? So that's something that modifies the verb because we're talking not about describing something. We're talking about something related with the action. All right? Perfect. So we're going to continue, right? After this practice, I want you to work with these statements. So these statements are not in order, right? So you will have to construct a logical order so the sentence it's logical and it makes sense. All right? This is called unscramble. So you will have to organize each of the sentences. So I will give you 5 minutes in order for you to do that. This is individual. 5 minutes, guys. And please let me know once you're done, all right? Let me know once you are finished. I'd like to see everybody working today. Everybody's very focused. Just confirm that you are done once you finish. Please confirm once you are done.
I'm done, teacher.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I don't.
Thank you, Melvin. Thank you, Luis. Good job.
I did it.
Thank you. Perfect. So how are you doing? Annabelle, Gabby, Juan Pablo, Montalvo?
Almost home.
I already done.
Perfect.
I think I don't.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Good. So this is what we're going to do right now. All right. What we're going to do is that I am not going to be the one evaluating this, right? You are the one who are going to evaluate yourself. All right. So I want to make sure how everybody is doing so far. And you are going to compare the answers with your partners. All right. And you are going to create 5 more examples. All right. So you are going to use as comparison with something else using any adjectives or any adverbs. All right. Examples of things that I'm looking for. Fast, tall, affordable. Remember that we were practicing this word, affordable, right? Expensive. Easy. Right? These are just examples. Fast. Slow. Any other example I think of? Impressive. Beautiful. So these are just examples of adjectives and verbs. So if you can come up with 5 statements with any of these ones, I will appreciate it. I want to be as specific as possible. All right. So you will have 5 minutes to work on this. Only 5 minutes. We're going to work in teams and let's go back to the breakout room. Perfect. I'll see you in 10 minutes, guys.
Deliver as soon.
Advance the payment
You're
receipt.
checking my answer.
No, no, I'm comparing my answer.
Okay.
They will be delivered as soon as receive the payment. Yes, this is okay. Product transportation or is a some channel.
Anyone have another example? I don't know.
Um, I was thinking like,
My cooking skills are not as good as my mother's.
My mother.
I guess it's with an apostrophe and a S at the end of mother. Like that, because I am talking about the skills. So
Okay.
not writing again my mother's skills, and just my mother's.
Okay. A taco is as beautiful as a as my goodness,
Like
a paneca.
oh, a paneca,
Okay,
right?
it's that. Okay. It's as beautiful as.
See, is something something huge. We can when you
Muy
you
impresionante.
saw something big or beautiful, or you have the impression about that. And this is the same, impressive.
Impressive.
We can say
But impressive is a verb
is
or is it adjective?
yes and no. It's an adjective.
It's an
It's
adjective.
like, oh, it's a verb.
It's an adjective.
It's
Impressive.
an adjective.
Yes.
We can say the Ilamatepec volcano as impressive as Izalco volcano.
Yes, that's about it. Yes. There you go.
Okay.
Remember to include the verb. The verb is important.
The Ilamatepec volcano as impressive as Izalco volcano.
As what?
The Ilamatepec volcano as impressive as Izalco volcano. Okay, we can use beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yes. Or Um, um,
For affordable,
what is the meaning for affordable?
cheap is
Ah,
opportunity.
yeah, I understand. Affordable.
Very good, Juan Pablo. I like it.
Maybe thank you. Steve. Maybe
Easy? Not easy. It's as important as Spanish. En el sur.
Yeah.
As Spanish. As Teacher. Teacher,
Yes, I'm here.
I have to, I have a complaint with you.
Yes, what is your complaint?
Teacher, when I say calambres, I didn't invent a word. I really want to know how do you say calambres because today in the morning when I woke up, I feel two calambres at the same time in my knees. It was horrible.
We call them cramps.
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 How do you spell it?
It's C-R. C-R-A-M-P-S. Cramps.
P-S.
S. Cramps.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. You see, I am not kidding.
I believe you, especially now that you're pregnant. So yes, I believe you.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I know. Actually, I was thinking it would be nice if we practice, right? A little bit more vocabulary like this. I'm gonna search some more vocabulary so we know what to say and how we pronounce it, right?
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Yes, no worries. I was thinking about it the other day, that you guys struggle a little bit more finding the right words. And I was like, oh, this could be a good fun class.
Okay.
This could be a good fun class. So yeah, maybe Monday we can practice a little bit of how you say some pains and some situations that happen and some raspones and some ronchas. How do you say all of that? Maybe we can try.
Ronchas is like a rush. No.
It could be a rush, but it could also be a bump. But we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
So no worries.
Thank you, teacher.
No worries. No worries. My pleasure.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
In the when you say when you refer to a person who is tall or the height.
Yeah, the height.
You say, for example, you are as tall or you are as high. What?
Oh, yeah. If we're talking about the height of a person, we're gonna refer them as tall.
Tall. Okay.
Yes, we're gonna refer them as tall because the height is for an object.
But if I say if you are as tall as a mountain, for example.
Of course, you can say that. That's for sure. Yeah, but tall is referring to a person.
Okay.
A person's height.
Okay.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Good question, Melvin. And sometimes that could be confusing. That could be also confusing. So that's a great question. So, and remember, it's not the height, it's the height. All right. All right, perfect. Awesome, great. I'm going to give you one more minute because we Can you guys imagine that we just finished the class? We just finished the class and it's done, right? So how about if you can do me a favor? If you work in teams together, how about if you can take a screenshot of your sentences and you can post it on the chat, right? You can post it on the group chat. So you're gonna take a screenshot of your homework, right? What we have practiced today. And we are going to take pretty much the screenshot and post it on the chat, all right? Any questions about this activity or this class? Was it fun for you this week? A lot of work, right?
Teacher, the screenshot can be posted just by a member of the group.
Everybody.
Because I don't have the screenshot for my.
Ask someone to send it to you, right? Ask Janet to send it to you.
I will.
Yeah, I want to see everybody posting it, right? Everybody posting it. So what do you think about this week class? A lot of work for this class?
Yes, it's very heavy.
Very heavy, right?
A lot of new things.
A lot of new things, right? All right, so are you feeling that it's too difficult or you are feeling okay with the class?
For the moment, because I don't know, don't understand something worse or are news for me.
Yeah, of course. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you. Remember, we're right now in intermediate, so we are taking a lot of information in. Right?
Okay.
But let me tell you, you guys are doing well. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna take attendance and then you can leave. All right.
All right.
There you go. So let's see who is here.
Sorry, Melvin, can you send me your a message, please, to send you the picture?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Julio Cesar Alberto Mejia, is it here? Nope. Okay, perfect. Janet is here.
Present.
Jorge Hernandez. Lorena Larín. Melvin Loza, thank you so much. Carlos Montalvo, thank you so much. Awesome. Dennis Morataya, thank you so much.
I'm here.
Juan Pablo Pineda, thank you so much. And we have Gabby, thank you so much, Gabby.
Thank you.
Gabby, you are improving your pronunciation. Same for you, Dennis, and same for you, Luis.
Thanks.
All right, perfect. Carlos Soto is not here. Torres Balta is also not here. No, right? Jorge Saldaña. And Annabelle, I'm still missing you on Schoology. And
Yes.
Zimmerman is not here. Perfect.
Tomorrow I will be in Schoology.
Bye. Perfect. All right.